you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, but I think I might just skirt off. Blow the speakers and turn off. Pop up. Go to church with my shirt off. Tell the Lord that I'm here now. I've been waiting for so long. I've been patient for so long. Breaking rules like there's no laws, and I did it for a long time. If you don't like me, take a ticket. There's a long line. Nice to meet me. I think the pleasure's all mine. They've been clocking me so long, I think they lost time. Ooh, you lost. What you mean? Woo! What you mean? Woo! And now I don't trust the so what you mean? Woo! Hold up. Whoa. What you mean? Woo! Hold up now. Don't know what you think, compare me. Adrenaline popping, the blood will be leaking and running. Yeah. I do what I do, I don't care if you like it or love it. Tell all of my I got a new girl. Wait. You tell the that I'm the bank and I want all my money in hundreds. I'm tired of living on the edge. I want it, they gon' call. Common sense. Me and the devil got too much in common, I swear. Yeah. Born in the ghetto, I never had nothing to fear. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, so I might just throw a hissy fit. Call up Cassie after she broke up with Diddy, yeah. I told Shorty if she talking, and she gon' call her friends up and we did, whoa. I ain't in the talking, go chop off your lips. If I ain't in your top 10, go top 4 for bridge. My black boys, I got boys that knock off your lid. I doubt y'all gon' pop off, so hop off my. What you mean? I said, what you mean? Woo! Listen, I don't trust her, so, no, I said, what you mean? Whoa, I said, what you mean? Woo! You thought I was finished, you thought it was over. You thought I retired, you thought I went fishing with Kobe. I'm still as ill as considered as one of the coldest. Still a put a partner rapper here like Moses. I'm throwback like a molar roller. I'm cooler than a cup of yogurt. Black flag boy, truck soldier. I'm cool with laws and ayatollahs. Rap gods like Cyclops and Ogre. I'm King Kong, ain't nobody told you. You think Rome still. And Bobby Brown about to go get. Paul McCartney, I'm rich. I'm Muhammad Ali, I talk. I'm James Brown, about to tear down this. I'm Michael Jackson, them bad as bad gon' get. What you mean?
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. In today's matchup, the passing game will be a focus. The Colts are #1 in forcing interceptions, and they'll be up against a Niners team that will need to avoid those turnovers.
Thank you, Larry. We welcome you to the heart of the Hoosier State in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana, and Lucas Oil Stadium. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. That'll be taken in the end zone. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Here we go now. They'll throw here, Beathard. And he fires one that's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Here's Locke. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So that last penalty means that the offense has to deal with a 3rd and 18 coming up here. A shotgun snap for Locke. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Gore showing age. It's just a number. And now running right through it. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Andrew Luck, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Third down now following the run. To throw is Beathard. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. On the carry, Michael. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to run by.
They run again with Michael. And he went nowhere. Well, he went it backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
While we know that the identity this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
They'll fake it. Now Love. Caught left side by Hilton. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be a second and long. They go to Michael again. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Throwing on 3rd down. Luck. Flush to his right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, nice move. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
He was looking for Jarius Wright that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Here's Beathard to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Beathard to throw. And that's incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions. It nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
That's taken on the 25. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And the Colts getting ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Second down following the run. Off of play action, Luck. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
From the gun on third down, Luck. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. They go play action here on first down. Now a hit, and Luck lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down. The Colts on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Time running out here on the play clock. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Colts on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Play fake to Turbin. Now Luck. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And coming up later tonight in the NFL, we'll have the Chiefs heading down to Houston to take on the Texans. And then on Monday night, it'll be an NFC North battle. Vikings and Bears from Soldier Field.
Traditional rivals getting after it one more time.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
To throw is Beathard. He's going to float this over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. Pierre Garçon, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Now, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now a hit and lock. Lost the football. It's out. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Throwing is locked. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Led the NFL with 1,448 yards in 2016. The first Colt to do so since Reggie Wayne in 2007. How about this guy? He's been something.
Yeah, 4 straight years now over into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me, and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Now Beathard. And his throw is incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
We do see this a lot from rookie quarterbacks, don't we? They kind of lock in on their intended target. A lot of times they establish that buddy, that guy they depend on. And, boy, defenses zero in on it, don't they?
A little bit too telegraphed that time, and that's why it's knocked away. Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Beathard. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 1st and 10, Locke. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to get it to Frank Gore there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. DeForest Buckner breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Luck. And he finds his man, Kamar Aiken. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Now Luck steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. On 2nd and 10, Locke finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, it's Michael. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Back to throw Beathard. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Here we go now. He'll look to throw. across the 20. And able to find Garcon. Touchdown, 49ers. Pierre Garcon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10. Second quarter in Cleveland, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Gold now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Here's Luck now on second down. Now he's flushed out right. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and, yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it has helped his legs along the way as well.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. And Vinatieri's kick is good. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Second quarter in Cleveland, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Throw left side complete. That's Doyle. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
We always look for breakout seasons, and Jack Doyle had one in 2016. 59 catches. What? He didn't even have that in the previous 3 seasons.
No, previous 3, 35 combined. But he was stuck behind Kobe Fleener for a while. He went to New Orleans, really opened things up, didn't it?
Yeah, and Dwayne Allen's been shipped off to New England, so Jack Doyle truly tight end 1.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Eli Harold in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. On second down, here's Luck. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's Luck. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 12 yards there as they move the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They run again with Hyde on first. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
All right, here we go.
They'll throw here. Beathard. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. And guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they timed it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he is knocked down from the side at the 17-yard line. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. On first down, it's locked. Complete to Hilton. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A gain of 6 there on first. To throw on second down is locked. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. A gain of 3, second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now Love. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Play action. It's locked. Out to his left. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Back to the air. Luck on second down. And Aiken with it over the middle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
I had a game with Baltimore a couple of seasons ago, and Kamar Aiken caught my eye in that one. Turned out he nearly had 1,000 yards that season, but last year a little bit of a slump.
Really down. 29 catches, just over 300 yards, only 1 touchdown. So they're hoping to boost his production here in Indianapolis.
He can be a strong physical inside type of a pass catcher if they can get him going. Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
They missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result, that's why they're going to try to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Locke. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get... a new set of downs. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
So they're operating in the red zone. Here's Locke. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. From the gun, here's Locke. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and goal. To the air again, Locke. And this is going to be incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So make it 3 field goals for him now, and this last one tightens things up a bit.
And I know that offense is on the sideline right about now, checking out the tablets and saying, man, we let a good chance slip away there. We've got to start finishing some of these drives.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They start the drive with Hyde. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Here's Beathard to throw. On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Back now here on EA Sports. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. First down, a run with Hyde. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now Beathard. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Grover Stewart in there to bring him down, and it'll be a play to remember for that young man. The first sack of his NFL career. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. Fielded just inside the 20. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Eli Harold getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. A shotgun snap for Luck. Flushed out right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picks up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Now, I can't imagine any celebrations being any bigger than your first NFL touchdown. And this rookie running back is still seeking his. He's not going to get it on that play.
3 yards remaining here on 2nd down. Aiken, the man in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now we'll carry from back, and he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a yard, but that's all they needed, and by the slim margins, it'll be 1st and goal. So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, 4th quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
We're about to find out. Now with toss play, this is Mack. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward, as he'll be marked down at the 8-yard line. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll try the air now with Locke. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Good play here. 3rd down and goal from the 2. It'll be a gain of 2. And speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Luck on the sneak, and he takes it in for a Colts score. Andrew Luck, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. After the run, Luck going to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. That's fielded in the end zone. A nice little juke. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Here's Hyde. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Back to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Grover Stewart in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. The Niners on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Leopard, set, blue, landing.
to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down. On the field. They have gone to the fourth quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. The Jets have now taken a late lead. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Second and goal to go now. A give to the fullback on the dive. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. And Vinatieri's kick is good. That game's gone final now at Heinz Field. And it was the Jaguars who were able to come away with a victory there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time of factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
One more extra point attempt for good measure. It's up and it's good as they tack on one more to what's going to be a very satisfying victory. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for Indianapolis, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation.